Hi everybody and welcome to the top football predictions for game week 5 summary and results. I'm joined here in studios by Atul Jani.
Hello there pundits, and yeah, let's get it straight into the review.
Straight in indeed. Well, what a game week we had. I seem to always say that, AJ, but we really did have a very interesting game week this week, and let's get straight to the top of the shop. Sandeep scored 160 points, game week winner.
Fantastic.
Well done, and he's gone straight to the top of the league.
Yeah, well, it just shows that, in my write-up, that it's unpredictable. You know, who'd have thought the results be unpredictable? And you know, Sandeep, to his great credit, he doesn't even believe he's on top of the pile at the end of the day. So it's unpredictable season, and it's just started. So
anything can happen. But no, well done, Sandeep. And Adam's just slipped down 365 compared to Sandeep's 395. So there's just 30 points difference, and 5 back furthermore is Tom on 360. So that three-way battle at the top, it's very interesting.
It's very interesting indeed, and you know, this makes it an exciting season, you know, with the restructuring of the points and also the unpredictable results. And even the newcomers are doing pretty well. Elish, for example, you know, he's doing well. He's hanging in there, you know. Some people, you know, unfortunately lingering at the bottom, but it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything. Sandeep got 160 points. Boom, you're straight there. Monil, for example, if he's on 220, if he gets that 160 points, for example, he'll be bringing him right up to the top, wouldn't
Absolutely. You say Monil, he scored with 60 points. He's starting to get a bit of form up now. Yourself, you came in at 75, and we've seen that in the last 2 weeks you really gathered momentum. And, well, Elish, you mentioned him earlier on, 85 points. On the Monday night game, he pulled out the 2-0 victory. And, yeah, he's flying now. So, newbie, he knows his stuff. I actually caught Elish and Gavin in the canteen the other day, just kind of chewing the fat over the predictions. And I just told them, just forget about it. It's unpredictable this season. It really is. But
yeah, I've heard you murmuring a few times. If you know the way it's going at the moment, you might as well just give up on football. And you know, no one's an expert, and no one should be an expert. You know, it's fun. Let's enjoy it. Let's play the game.
Absolutely. And someone I also wanted to highlight was Akram. 70 points. I believe it's his top score so far this season. Again, we're still early in the season. It's only game week 5 just gone, but I can see there's some good upward trending there, and keep it up, mate, for sure.
Yeah.
Who else did you spot this game week, mate?
Well, for me, it was a case of Tom doing well, pretty much consistent. You know, Daniel did pretty well as well, 75. You know, take nothing away, and you know, it's proving consistency at the end of the day. I mean, the average game week score is about 45-50, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
Which has been on par, if you've read my read-ups some of the last few weeks, it's been lingering around the 50s at the moment. So, you know, if you score around 50 plus, then you're doing a good week at the end of the day, and you're still in the mix. So
yeah, just looking at the league table as well, there's pockets of score differences. You've got, like, as we said, the top cluster there, not 35 between them. Then you've got another, say, 25 back. And then there's just pockets of like 5, 10 and 15. So there's still all to play for. We've got in game week 8, we've got the Cup coming up, which obviously for newbies you'll find out. We play the league, but those points attribute to your Cup games as well. But before we get all the way into game week 8, AJ, I just wanted to cast your attention over the game week 6 predictions coming up, and some interesting fixtures. Which ones you pulled out?
Well, I would say, to be honest, it's the Bournemouth-Sunderland fixture, which is the best.
Whoa, hold on a minute, mate.
Just kidding.
We've got the Chelsea-Arsenal one, 12:45, early kick-off. Get your predictions in for that one, because that's going to be an absolute nail-biter, isn't
points on the board, pundits, points on the board for that one as well. You get it right, and
it's a Super 6. Absolutely. Nice early start to the weekend. Tottenham Palace springs to my mind. Palace seem to can go home and away, and they're not always winning, but they're hard to play against this season. Whereas Tottenham, well, who knows what they're going to do?
Yeah, it's unpredictable. I mean, Palace have been good both home and away. Very interesting attacking formation as well. Tottenham, inconsistent. I don't really think they're pulling it out. But I tell you what, Mark, the pick of the tie, apart from the London derby, is the Midlands derby, or the Birmingham derby, shall I say. It's Villa versus Bromwich.
Right there, yeah.
Both Birmingham teams, both rivalry, both bragging marks. You know, at the end of the day, that's one to really watch out for.
Indeed. I also thought as well, and no one, no matter who they play for, likes to see a player injured. But last night, Luke Shaw smashed his leg up for Man United, and he's out for 6 to 12 months. But this weekend would have been really interesting, because the Monday night game, Luke Shaw used to play for Southampton, and Man U visit Southampton on the Monday night game. That would have been, it would have got a warm reception, and that would have been a very, very interesting tie. In actual fact, I think I think that does come under the Monday night game, I think, rather than Sunday. But nonetheless, yeah, it's going to be an interesting fixture. Sunderland lost some players, didn't think they was going to be as strong this season, but still under Ronald Koeman, they're doing really well again, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, Southampton have always been consistent in that sense. Ronald Koeman's always formed his teams based on the shoestring budget. You know, but it just all bodes well. Interesting predictions as well. It's unpredictable as well. How will Man U react to a midweek defeat? You know, it's interesting to see how all the teams who've been in Europe play the game. You know, Man City versus West Ham. Man City may have leaked the first set of goals in. They lost their home record as well, but that's just in European competition. Now they're at home, undefeated, unbeaten in goal. How will they face West Ham who's got a 100% record away? Don't forget that.
Absolutely.
And they also won at home as well. So, you know, they're about 4th or something in the table, if memory serves me right. So,
indeed, yeah. You
know, it's an interesting one, pundits, to make a prediction. You know, who will get the points? Who will score the goals? Will there be a goal fest? Will there be a draw? Let's see.
Well, interesting stats, AJ. Just listening to you there, and like we said, we've got Chelsea-Arsenal, which is a Super 6 game for game week 6. Now, for those of you that actually go through the whole stats and the tabs when you get the spreadsheet, it's really interesting, and it's like what they say in football, AJ, isn't it, in the Premier League? The teams that come out best, the top 6 teams, how they perform against each other, generally that little mini table, is who generally wins the league. Probably it could be said, if you do some research, the same for our predictions. Now, we're all on offer to get points, but we've got these Super 6 games and hot shot games.
That's correct.
And obviously they give more points than a normal standard game. But we've got a Super 6 game. So just looking at the stats for the Super 6 game, and who's killing it at the moment?
Sandeep, and he's on top of the pile at the end of the day. So
Coincidence?
I don't know. Tom, he scored 90 points, and he's second, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Third, sorry, corrected.
But Sandeep has scored 130 points. He's accumulated in these Super 6 games, and he's on top of the pile. So it's these games that are crucial, and I think you'd agree. It's the Super 6 and the hotshot games. Get them right, you're flying up.
I wholeheartedly agree. So pundits play the game and watch the space for the scores at the end of the day, and you can put those points on the board.
Absolutely. And for those of you who know last season, I always kind of like to leave the video commentary with a final thought from Mr. Jarney here. So Atul, what are you saying about going into game week 6?
Well, points are crucial at the end of the day. No one's off the pace, shall we say. You know, plenty of games there. Chelsea, Arsenal, you get that score right, you never know, you'll be up that board. You know, look at me a few weeks ago, I was second from bottom, and now I'm just sort of like 4th or something like that. But
4th you are, mate. 4th you are.
So you know, at the end of the day, you've got to be in it to win it.
Absolutely. So get your predictions in nice and early if you can for game week. We're on game week 6 now. So good luck, everyone.
Good luck, pundits. Take care.